Seems like I just left you guys yesterday. Y'all feel the same way? I've always said it's a glorified practice, exhibition game. That's about the way it was. I think we played 12 guys in the first 12 minutes of the game or something like that. We were trying to get a lot of guys out there, and that in itself makes it a little more difficult to get a good flow into the game. But guys have been working hard in practice, so we feel like we need to and want to give them some opportunities. And we did that. I was extremely disappointed with 26 assists and 22 turnovers. It's one of the three things we've been emphasizing more than anything else this preseason is not turning the ball over, so we've got to do a better job there. Rebounding, everybody said, God, you really killed them on boards in 69-36, and we did not kill them on the boards because they got 25 points on offensive rebounds, and we got 25 points on offensive rebounds. So you got to be more productive when you do get the rebounds. Our shot selection wasn't bad. We didn't shoot very well, but the shot selection wasn't nearly as bad as the turnovers and doing a poor job on the rebounding. They really did help us because we haven't had any live work in our press offense all year long because we don't do it that much ourselves, and we haven't had many opportunities, so that part really helped us, and hopefully we'll be a lot better. If I'm Wofford and get that tape, I would definitely press this because we look so ragged about what we were trying to do. But again, all in all, it's I think you're going to shoot better than we did tonight, and I think we're going to rebound better and hopefully not turn it over as much. But again, what's 22 minutes is the most anybody has, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 guys got double figures minutes if I count it right there. So glorified practice. Hopefully it helped Mount Olive. I think it did help us, particularly to work against the press.
What couple of things did you like the most?
Video boards. Really look good.
They do look good.
I don't know why we have them because we can't see a replay when I'm trying to see the replay, so we'll get better at that too. Yeah, that's about it. We see it, guys. We got out on the court and got in front of people and got some experience playing with different lineups in the game. So it was, you know, I always fight because I always like to have an exhibition game to get in front of people, but at the same time, I love what you can accomplish in close scrimmage. I mean, we scrimmaged for 65 minutes game time, so I think you get a lot accomplished there. But I'd say that we didn't take many bad shots. It's probably best. You know, we didn't move very well, but still 41 for 80, 3 for 13. I really believe we're going to be a really good shooting team. I just enjoy it tonight.
Roy, with this being a glorified practice, like you say, do you script lineups coming into this type of setting?
I knew that I was going to start one lineup in the first half and one lineup in the second half. And for the first half and then the first part of the second half, I knew what I wanted to do, but I got so frustrated with that 5 that I started the second half. I mean, we turned the sucker over 4 times in 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So after that, it was temper got in the way of reason.
Coach, you started freshman Kobe White. What went into that decision, and what did you think about his performance, his first game here?
I thought he was okay. I thought he's played much better in practice than he did tonight. But I think he's going to be a heck of a player for us. He and Seventh both had 4 turnovers. Kobe in 22 minutes and Seventh in 16. So I don't like point guards to have those kind of turnover totals. But it was a high possession game, and again, our press offense, we haven't had an opportunity to work against that very much, but Kobe's really had a good preseason for us.
Is that pretty much why he started? Anything else that went into that decision?
No, I started him because he played terribly all freaking year. What do you think? I just said he's had a good preseason and I like what he does, but I'll tell him that if he plays poorly, I'll start him next game. Is that what? I'm not making fun of you, I'm just ticked off. Well, I am making fun because I thought it was a stupid question.
There was a point guard competition heading into this game. I was wondering why.
And I told you, he's played well.
Okay.
He's had a better preseason. That's, you know, it's only so many ways I can say it.
So do you think he could start against Wofford?
Could he?
Or would he?
I think it's a great possibility because I said he's had a really good preseason.
Coach, how'd you feel about Leaky Black's playmaking in only 13 minutes, had 4 assists?
He's really played well too. He's probably a better basketball player instinctively than we've had in quite a while. He made a silly turnover jumping up in the air, which we talked about so much. And Seventh Woods charged the guy jumping up in the air, which we talked about so much. So that's the frustrating thing. But Leakey his shot will get better and better, and he's going to be a big-time basketball player.
Skill-wise, is he a person you could compare to Theo Pinson, or is that a bad comparison?
It's probably too early to do those kind of things. I can tell you, he's going to be a really good defensive player. Theo's, and I love Theo. Nobody loves Theo more than me, but his reputation as a defensive player far exceeded exactly who he was. And I think Leakey is going to be a really good defensive player.
Garrison benefited a bit from size advantage, of course,
Yeah.
but 16 and 16, has he been showing that type of production?
Of all the big guys, he's had a better preseason than the other guys. And, you know, you think about 6 for 9 and 3 misses were from 8 inches away, you know, so it'd be helpful if he'd make those. But he's had a better preseason than the other big guys.
All right, thanks, everybody. Remember, we're in here on Mondays. We're going to more fun.